Touring Cars 500 Finale Round 3 at Red Bull Ring. Hello there everybody and welcome to Overfed Gaming. I am the Overfed. Today we're driving a Honda NSX-GT in our Pro Touring Cars part of the season. We're driving it in a Touring Cars 500 event. We're driving at the Red Bull Circuit in Austria on the Grand Prix Circuit. We're doing 3 laps and we're driving with a few cloudy conditions. I hope it's not going to rain. And we started 22nd of 22. Now we moved up a few, but then we lose a few again. This is a tough race. It's really fast. The laps are not that long. They're going to go by real quick. And it's a real battle at the beginning because everybody's kind of bunched up and it's really hard to get around the other guys, and then they block you in like this, but that's okay. It's only the first lap. We got time. And as we know, by the grandstand where the lap ends, there's usually a nice straight section, so we can take a chance maybe there and see if we can pass a few. Now, we are driving in grid legends, and as you noticed, that one guy just tagged me on the tail end there. And sometimes they'll rub up beside you, or they'll run into you, or they'll just run into each other and spin out and maybe take you out in the process. So keep an eye out for flying cars, just to make sure that you can get out of the way in time, because I've been caught before that when they just kind of flipped out in front of me and you don't have any opportunity to move in time, or they put on the brakes real quick just before the corner. And that's fooled me a few times, but I'm getting better. Anyhow, as we're coming around the corner here, we're quickly finishing our first lap and we're still in 15th. So here we're going to try and make our move and see if we can get into a little bit more of a favorable position. Yeah, 9th is not bad. We only got 8 cars left in front of us, so that's pretty good. Now, around this corner, I always like to cut it in on the inside and in that way, because everybody goes wide. You got a little bit of room here. And then when you get to here, if you go to the left side of the track, you got more room. And wow, that's some fancy driving for the Overfed. We got by quite a few cars, and that eliminates a lot of the competition. But like I said, you know, the laps are not that long, and at this speed, they're going to go by quick. But we only got 2 cars left in front of us, and that's not, you know, well, this guy's going to let us go by here on this side, but I don't think he really wants us to go by. I don't think he really liked us passing him there. So I guess he figures, well, we'll take him back, but that's okay, because we can do the same as we cut him back on the inside again. You just stay on your track and keep going. And sooner or later, they'll fall back because you're going too fast for them and they can't keep up to you. So now we got 1 car left, and there's no point in passing him just yet. We don't want to go too fast and get to the end by a corner and run off the track, just shoot off the end. I've seen other cars done that before, and that doesn't seem like a lot of fun to me. So we're just going to stick with them until we get to the straight section down below here, and then when we got a little bit of room, that's where we're gonna make our move and see if we can kind of slide by him just sneakily right over in here. Because those guys behind me, they were starting to push me, so I gotta move it up a little bit, pick up a notch and get going, because otherwise the other cars would have passed me. Now once by him, we're now in the lead and we only got 1 lap to go, and before too long that one will be done as well. Boy, I tell you, this sure is a nice little car on the track. This Honda sticks to the track really well. You do have to slow down for the corners because you can overshoot them, of course, if you're not careful. So the car can only do so much without the operator. But it's a nice little car. It drives great on the track, and the track looks awesome. It flows really nice. A wonderful race to run, and it's a quick one, quick 3-lapper. Doesn't take a long time to do, and we just got to try and drive the rest of the lap here. Now we're well over halfway through the lap, and try and drive the rest of it nice and clean so we don't drive off the track or run into one of the signs or anything like that. Really enjoy these quick little races. They're a lot of fun. They don't take a lot of time, and they're very enjoyable. I hope you loved it too, and hope to see you back at Overfed Gaming again real soon. Until then, you've been driving at the Red Bull Ring in a Honda NSX-GT with me, the Oberfett.